Okay, the second game we're going to be talking about is MadWorld on the Wii, which for a lot of people was the litmus test about whether the Wii was going to be able to support hardcore, quote unquote, violent games that were not made for a younger audience, which admittedly a lot of the Wii titles are. This is a game from Sega, and it is very violent, very adult, very off-color, quite literally because it's black and white with a lot of red blood. And
I was taking a shower.
That just happened. That just happened. I promise. That just happened. You give me too much credit, sir. So basically, it's not Total Recall. A Running Man.
Yep.
You are in this future world where violence on TV, you have to survive by killing a number of guys and getting points. And the way you get points is with more stylistic kills. So basically the game is a series of small little arenas where you're using objects in the environment and the sort of automatons that are blindly walking around to create really violent, over-the-top kills. You can throw a tire around a guy to restrain him, then shove a signpost through his face, then throw him against a wall of spikes.
Subtle stuff.
Use the chainsaw that's on your arm to slice people in half, blood shooting everywhere. Of course, it's a Wii title, so a lot of those things are accomplished by hand motions and motion controls. Alex, you don't look like you have a happy face on.
This is why I said I want to review this game twofold. One, the play mechanic, and two, the actual game. You know, the IP, as it were. Because I really enjoyed this, you know, black and white, gritty, but very cartoony sort of Burnout for mayhem. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of, I've got a very big Burnout vibe where it was like, I'm not just gonna go, you know, jump this thing. I'm gonna jump it and try to get that, hit the thing.
It's all about style points. It's all like Tony Hawk.
It is. It really is actually. Which was great. It was so much fun, and the aesthetic was great, and I thought it was funny, and I loved a lot of this game.
Greg Proops, who's the old Whose Line Is It Anyway guy, and also was in Episode 1, Star Wars Episode 1. And some other guy whose name I'm not recalling now. They provide like a running gag commentary through the whole thing.
A lot of really, really great stuff that I only wanted to play at maybe 10 to 15 minute increments because this is not how I want to play my video games. It's just not how I want to play my video games. I mean, if this was a PSP title, I'd love it, and it
really? You think it's just the controls? I agree with you
because I like the game. I was really enjoying it, but then I was like, I don't want to be freaking doing this anymore. I just don't want to.
Is that how you feel too?
I mean, I did not have any fun playing the game.
Not at all.
It's totally cool, intellectually, like Observe and Report. Like I get it's cool. Like you throw the guy in the thing. It's all awesome looking. You know, if it was a scene in a movie that I would watch, oh, that's cool for 5 minutes and then move on to the next thing or whatever. Or Sin City, you know, it's got the Sin City aesthetic. But, I mean, there's no, after you've done one level, the next level happens and it's the same thing you did, the same motions, the same stuff. So I disagree. I think playing on the PSP would be even less fun because it's like, okay, so I just tap A to do that? Like at least there's some sort of like, gotta pull off my arm. Well, I don't enjoy doing that, but I don't think it would be any better on the PSP. It's cool. It's a cool game. I literally would describe it as it's a cool game. K-E-W-L. But not a fun game. I mean, fun to have friends over and say, hey, look at how gross this is. Awesome. Next.
I think what you're both getting at
let's play Bloom Blocks.
Is that the game is the Wii thing where it really is a disguised series of mini games.
Oh, well,
it's not actually a whole game.
It's not even that disguised.
It's
It's like time for the next mini game.
And that's what works on the Wii. I actually had a lot of fun playing the game, but like you, I could play 10 minutes of it and go, okay. Yeah. I'm done with that for now.
I didn't. Where I wouldn't even say it's a minigame thing is because that makes me think of like WarioWare. I didn't know the challenge.
Well,
what was the challenge in this game?
Be creative. To be creative with how you string together these combos and make the kills more and more outrageous. And then you would get to your bonus for that would be to get to a series of real mini games where it's like, okay, there's a train coming. Now you got to throw as many dudes as you can into the train or what have you.
Yeah.
It just, it's just not that fun after
Yeah.
a while. It's repetitive, is
Yeah.
what it is.
It might
So
maybe,
repetitive.
it might not even be the Wii thing. I don't want to put that on the Wii. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, a lot of games on Wii are that
Yeah.
mini game aesthetic. I don't know. So
Interesting.
Mechanic.
sorry,
Sega.
MadWorld.
games designed to define systems.